Yeah.
Our career is an integral part of our lives. At some point, we need to ask ourselves crucial questions. What can we do to earn a living to sustain our lives? Welcome to Theyouthspeaktoday, and today we are discussing how you can find your career path. Hello guys, how are we doing today?
Fine.
Alex, how have you been?
Good.
Paul?
I'm fine.
Busaya, I'm doing great, thank you. How are you doing? I'm doing great as well. Let's just jump into the discussion straight up. At what point do you think the question of career should be asked? At what point should an individual begin to ask these questions? Who is going to go first? Alex, let's have you.
All right. Well, I wouldn't say there is one major time to ask a question. Personally, I think at the moment when you begin to get self-aware, when you begin to come to that knowledge that you are a person, you are an individual, and I'm sure that will be at a very young age when you start having an understanding of your environment. You begin to find a sense of identity. The reason why you're even seeking a career in the first place is because you always want to belong to something. You always want there is always this attachment that human beings generally have towards a definition. So you want something that defines you, and that's where it comes into play. The moment you understand that you are an individual, you are a unique being, and you understand that there is something that you want to associate yourself with. Even as a child, probably at 5, and you can see people, someone is a doctor, you already identify a doctor, you can identify a lawyer, and then you have this similar sense of wanting to belong to something, and from that, that's where self-awareness comes in, and then you know that I want to become something, I want to do something. You understand? And that's what makes human beings unique out of all things that God had created. All right, so
okay, thank you so much for that. And I think that what you said is actually very true, because at some point you begin to ask yourself, how can I impact my world? Okay, so Paul, what's your opinion?
Anyways, to me, I think Alex have stressed most of the point. What I'll just add to it is that whenever you wake up, is your morning. If you wake up by 5:30 a.m., that's your morning. If you wake up by 10 a.m., that's your morning. So I feel that moment whereby you get to that awareness that yes, I am now responsible, and I need to find a way out of my life, or find a way within my life and all that. And I think that is the time. It could be at 5, 10, 15. Some find their career at 20. So there is no particular age. That's what I have to say.
Okay, thank you, Busaya.
Yes, and I think in secondary school too, they kind of help you, because when you're moving from JS3 to SS1, that's when you start thinking that, okay, what department do I want to go into? Is it science? Is it art? Is it commercial? So from that point, that's when you start making conscious effort to think that, okay, what should I do? What line am I taking? Am I going the science way, or the art and humanitarian way, or the commercial way? So I think that point is a crucial point. You might not know what you want to do, but at least you know the path you are going to.
Okay, what you said just makes a lot of sense, particularly to me, because when I was in secondary school, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I just know that I didn't want to be in science class. Science classes were just boring to me, and commercial, I was not finding accounting funny at all. And I just knew that the next best thing to do is to go to art class. So thank you guys. But this moves me to my second question. In choosing a career path, should we be focused on what we are passionate about, or what can bring money? Because passion will not pay the bills. So what do you guys think? If a person is about to choose a career path, should the person be focused about what he likes doing, what he enjoys doing, or what can pay the bills? What do you guys think? So Paul, what do you think?
I think passion plays a major role. I'm not trying to eradicate the fact that you need to consider your financial well-being and all that. but still passion will still separate the wheat from the chaff. In the sense that when the chips are down, then you now know those that has the passion will remain there, and those that find themselves going into that career out of money and other financial gain, you see they'll wear out at a point. So I feel it's the passion that sustains. So try to develop that passion first and be sure of it.
Okay, let's have Busayo.
Okay, well, realistically, we're talking true talk. Something that can pay your bills. Although you have to like it, but some people, if you don't even like it, they'll get on the job and they start liking it. But really, in this Nigeria now, I would advise somebody to go for what will pay their bills. Although you might not like it, so you might just be struggling, but then you need money. Imagine your passion might not even be paying you so much, but then you're just passionate, you're just keeping, you're just pushing. But you're seeing another one. Will you not say, because of my passion, let me stay here, I love doing this one effortlessly, and leave that one that pay, my dear. Although like Paul said, if you see somebody that is passionate about something, doing something, and another person is not really passionate about it, the person that's passionate about it will keep bringing out creative ideas, will keep doing things differently than someone that is just there for the money. Someone that is there because of passion, there'll be a difference, but
what Busayo said just makes a lot of sense, because a lot of people are moving into the tech industry now because that's where the money is right now.
If I can learn one or two, I'm not passionate about it, but if I can learn one or two, pressing of
why not? Extra source of income, right? Alex, what do you think about this?
Well, I think the first thing I want to say is that passion actually pays, and I would say that you can be passionate and you can make money. So don't let us see it as if we have to sacrifice one or the other. I think majority of people now, the perspective is that, well, if you have passion, that your passion usually will not give you money. But I think over time, and with copious examples of people around us, you can see that you can actually be passionate about something and still make money out of it. But I think what makes the difference is how you bring in your uniqueness into whatever you are passionate about. Because the fact is that every profession in the world, even the most lucrative business venture, you will still do it. There are people, you will find people in that industry that are not doing well as another person. There are footballers that are not making as much money as somebody. There are doctors that are not making money as much as some other. There are Idumabo lawyers that are not making money as much as when we have like some notable lawyers that we know. Yeah. You understand? So I think it's all about you bringing your uniqueness, putting your best foot forward in whatever you are doing. I think that's what sets you apart. So have it in mind that your passion can actually bring money to your table.
Thank you, Alex. You just okay.
Sorry, Dosami. In addition to what Alex said, when I talk about passion, I feel passion gives you that ginger to be creative. When you are into something and you have this passion in it, even as a teacher, you start teaching and they pay you, let's say 10K. It's almost like a course in Nigeria that all teachers must owe all teachers. You understand? But if you have that passion, you want to be creative. As a teacher, what can I do to earn extra income? If you have that passion, you go into home lessons, you go into other tutorials.
Can also make you go into
so passion will give you that creativity. And it is that creativity that will sever you out of others.
But let's also know that some people go into a career path without any idea. Maybe along the way they like what they do and they develop passion for it. And some people, they just like putting their best at anything they do. So even though they don't like it, they still want to see themselves thrive doing. They still don't want to see anything go wrong.
I think that there is need for a mindset shift, because like Alex said, there's no industry that is not lucrative. It's just that we have a lot of people that are unable to leverage on opportunities. And a lot of people, the truth is that if you can see problems and solve those problems, you will cash out. That is basically it. So we have a lot of people who are not creative, like as Paul put it. So every industry, you see, even the worst of industry, people are cashing out from them. So
people are so creative.
Okay, so let's just move to the next question. Do you guys think that career path can change? Or is it a one-time thing that when you wake up one morning and say you want to be a doctor, you are a doctor till the day you die? Or do you think that you can have a change of career at some point? What are your thoughts on this?
Definitely you can. My first, when I was everybody self, not even only me. When I was small, I wanted to be a teacher at first. Mom was like, a teacher. There's something bad. So I think, everybody at the point wanted to become a doctor, pilot, but now they are doing something different. So yes, passion can change, career can change. What you like now, you might no longer see interest in it. What you like, the world evolves. So most times you tend to evolve with the world. So yes, career can change, and circumstances too can change. School can help you change your career path. And different things can help. Factors.
And like the saying goes, change is constant.
Yes. So I don't think, although there's some people that when they set their mind to one particular career, they don't change.
Yeah.
But to a large extent, it's
okay. Alex, what do you think?
Well, I think just like Usara has said, career paths can change. And it's not a crime actually. I think most of us will just beat up ourselves. Personally, I've experienced a lot of changes. In my own life, I've been in the aviation industry. I've had a taste of what it is. I've tried my hands on a lot of things, and I think that's what youth generally should try and do more. Try and you're being a youth is a period for you to explore a lot of options. I think most of us just flog ourselves to feel that people you measure your life by you feel that you are scattered because you are trying a lot of things. Actually, what you're doing is you are breaking bounds. You are breaking. You may not know what you're doing to yourself psychologically, but so I'll just say passion. I mean, career paths can change. That's where diversity comes in. You can diversify. That you're a writer or that you're building your writing skill does not mean that you cannot do something in real estate or you cannot do something in your profession in the professional field.
Thank you,
just
Alex.
explore.
Thank you. Paul.
My answer is yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, it can change if my environment permits it. Sometimes career doesn't absolutely depends on the individual alone. Environment can bring the change, and no, it will not change if my environment also permits it. For instance, I know people that from the age of 5 they wanted to become a medical doctor and they ended up being a medical doctor. So it means they had a valid support from the environment. It could be the family, it could be friends, it could be external forces and all that. So it's either it changes and it's both sides.
Okay, thank you. I think everybody has said things that are valid. Like Busayo said, the world evolves, and even we as humans, we evolve. And the fact that you change your career path at some point in time is not necessarily a bad thing. It can even be the best decision you are making.
Actually.
So you do not need to beat up yourself and say, oh, I wanted to be there are a lot of people that went to medical school, spent 7 years, and they are not even practicing. So that is just life. I'm beginning to enjoy it. But unfortunately, we have to round up. So, what are your final words? What will you tell somebody who is struggling, who does not know what career path to choose?
First, I will tell you out there, understand yourself. You understand your capacity and capability. First, understand your potentials. Not be all the rica of rice fit belle full you. Not the exact one I can belle full you. Do you understand? So you first understand yourself, what you can take and what you cannot take, what you can handle and what you cannot handle. I feel when you are sure of this, you are on the track already.
Okay, Zion.
Okay, so I'll say study yourself, know your strengths, like Paul has said, know your weaknesses, know where you thrive at, know what you do effortlessly, know what you enjoy doing, and study your environment. What opportunities are out there that you can, put yourself, do, what opportunities are out there to, do basically to explore. Yes, thank you. So just be observant, just calm down, just try to notice just try to observe, like I've said, just try to observe, know where you can be, what you like doing and all that.
Okay, thank you. Alex.
Okay, all right. In addition to what my colleagues have said, another thing that you can do to help yourself find your path in your career, whatever career you've chosen, is for you to find people who have walked that path. A journey that will usually take you 5 years, but because you decide to leverage on someone's experiences, knowledge, expertise, can actually take a shorter time to achieve. You understand? So learn to leverage on other people's knowledge. Learn to seek mentorship, seek coaching, and I'm sure that you'll get there very soon.
Okay, thank you guys. And I also think that for some people, you may not discover the path one time, like we have said. Life is in phases. So as you go on, you discover, oh, this is what I like. You will not wake up one morning and understand yourself 100%. So give yourself time. Do not beat yourself up, and also look into the society and ask yourself, if there was one thing I would like to change, what would that be? And maybe, just maybe, you can find your career path from there. So thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed the show today. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And we'll see you next week.
Bye. Stay cool.